the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Running out of time in the pocket. He's wide open. Look out. We saw it, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line in a hurry up. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
2nd down play coming up. Looking to pass. It's Royer. The pass rush closing in. And the defense comes up with the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Offense comes up on 1st down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. Great play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Auburn, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT.
Just get the ball into the hands of your guy and let him do the rest of the heavy lifting with the yards after the catch. What a great catch and score.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. See what they call. Direct snap. He's got the first and still going. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. Just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
1st and 10 play coming up. Give it to the back again. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
A short completion of the tight end. Oh, and he hits it out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. To the air, it's Royer. Finds his target, and it's complete. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Gant. Taken down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
High completion, good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Finding some room with the 25. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
With the catch, it's Gant. Ball carrier tackled at the 2. A solid gain on that completion.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and it puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
QB keeper all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
And the point after is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Breaks into the clear. Breaking tackles. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I tell you, every single year on the Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
That's an important first down on that running play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Good throw to the left. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
He just dove for the ball. Somehow he comes up with it. What an incredible play.
Now Fest will set up on 1st and 10. Looking for a receiver. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Now it's second down here. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Fights off a defender. That's solid pursuit. They'll track him out there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
A tremendous make. He's got a howitzer for a leg.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
The deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, this is what you would call a 3-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles. They can get outside. They can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough wiggle and speed to be able to get after a defense.
That's a nice game to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. Auburn in the lead as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And here's the handoff. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Scanning the field. It's Royer. Pressure is coming. On the run, he'll let it go. Crowd made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'd be enough for a first down. The Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds his defense what he can do with his legs and almost took it to the house.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quick throw over the middle. Oh, what a grab! That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Here comes a handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, a still-played defense in the shoe that have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against his secondary.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. The punt bounces and goes out of bounds, so no chance at a return here. Here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play. Getting set, second down play here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Dropping back, it's Royer. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
set up here. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Throws it to the right. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
Oh, and he shanked it. And no chance for a return as the punt sails out of bounds. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Breaks an open space. As the first down is still going. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. The ball spotted at the 17. We've been better off just taking a knee. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? That game moves the ball out near the 25. Buckeyes looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass. It's Royer. On the move now. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Rolls it in. It's Perkins. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback with another carry. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do. They love to go fast. The defense has got to be aware.
It's a short completion of the big tight end. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. First down now from the 30.
Love the call here on 3rd and short. When in doubt, go to the big tight end with that big frame. Easy catch, box out the defense, and get the first down.
Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. Following the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 30. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. To throw, it's Royer. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Will not be brought down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Goes out this. Nobody can bring him down. And the returner heads out of bounds. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot. The pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the 1st half.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. There's contact on the throw.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And here comes a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Looking to throw. It's Royer. That's reeled in. It's Gilliam. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, try to get 3 before halftime. And he's got it from 58 yards away, never in doubt. Minutes going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. The ground game ineffective in the 1st half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with pass game.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing the screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone, Peter? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
It's a 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Looking to throw it again. Lets it go quickly. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. Timing here is impeccable.
And looking to throw now on first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Great catch! It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The back's got it. Tiny space at the 20. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Auburn.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
BAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. To throw, it's Royer. Looking to make a big play downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
It's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
First down here for this offense. There's the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
2nd down after that previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Perkins. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. The Buckeyes looking to use the up-tempo offense here. First down. Looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking downfield, it's Royer. Over the middle and incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete for a third straight play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Offense on the field is 4th down and 9. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Running out of time in the pocket. Complete with a running back on his 4th down play. Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving the option for a potential run. I think that throws the defense enough for the quarterback to hit an early read, and the result is a big gain and a first down.
Back to throw. It's Royer. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Pass rush closing in. Swarm with a pass rush. A sack.
Chris, how about the combo there of speed and power to be able to get to the quarterback here by this defensive lineman? Auburn defensive linemen, one thing you can always count on is they have speed and they have an awareness to know how to pressure that quarterback.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Really good decision here by this quarterback just to get rid of that football, but I'm sure they're hoping for a few extra yards here to make this field goal attempt a little bit easier.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. And that one's straight down the middle. And with that, they retake the lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle made it to 29, so he picks up about 4 yards by bringing it out of the end zone. First play of the drive now coming up from the 29. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep to the right side. And that one's picked off. What a play. Could take it all the way. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Bringing pressure. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
Looking downfield, it's Royer. He's running out of time here. This time, a completion. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after one, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats where we have a chance. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the fourth by going to the air. Short connection to the tight end here. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock. But these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Perkins. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Back to pass. It's Royer. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackling me quickly at the 9, but now it's first and goal.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. That's a design quarterback keeper. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Second down and goal now for this offense. Looking to score with a run to the right. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground. The Buckeyes looking to run some tempo here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, you got to go for it here, right? You're all the way down to the 1-yard line. You can't settle for 3 points. Touchdown's going to win this game today.
No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This offense really clicking.
Well, the timing and the execution is outstanding here by this offense. Quarterback makes the easy throw, but the blocks out in front of this receiver were the key to get him out into space and allow him to utilize that speed.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break 1 tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. Fighting off the defender. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds an open target on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a great job by the offensive coordinator. He believed in his quarterback that he could make the play, and he does. Also, the receiver being able to get separation to give him the chance to get that ball in.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. Quick throw to the left. That's caught. It's Matthews. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37. The offense really clicking here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quick completion to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Hey, positive yards here. 4th quarter trailing really close to the 2-minute mark here. But I love the fact he's able to get out of bounds, preserve that clock. Let's see if they can take some shots downfield to get points on the board.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Moves out of the pocket. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Third and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Touchdown, Tigers! Great catch when they desperately needed it. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the fourth quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack in a crucial moment. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Playoff dreams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Dropping back, it's Royer. The pocket breaking down. The sure hands, it's Jones. Excellent catching run by the senior.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. A spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Pounding away with the run game. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. It's a shotgun run call. He's brought down out at the 46.
Now they try to run in here on second down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in a game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion? The clock will stop, or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
Playoff game on the line here. Can the offense play keep away and secure the victory? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the power run is stuffed, barely makes his way back to the line of scrimmage on that one.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Here's the punt, high in the air. And the returner is brought down as the clock runs out. That'll do it for this game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused.